Also, another thing about Chowder, the theme and, Mr. Miss and Truffles, they're all hilarious. Freaking love them. Anyways, moving on to the Transformers franchise. Now, I actually didn't know Transformers would be airing on Cartoon Network, but I'm actually kind of a fan of Transformers. I know my brother is, but not really me, so I would say it's okay. Moving on, we got the other two Ben 10s, which are Ben 10 Ultimate Alien and Ben 10 Alien Force. Now, honestly, in these two shows, Gwen seemed a lot hotter than she did in the original Ben 10. In the new Ben 10, she's ugly. So, these two shows I really don't mind. Next up, we got The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Now, as I heard from Do Not 1999, yeah, you're probably thinking, oh, you heard most of this from Do Not 1999? You're awesome, man. I'm subscribing. I gotta tell him about this. But anyways, he says that this show is kind of a spin-off of a show we're gonna get to next. But to me, just like Camp Laszlo, The Loud House, The Mighty Bee, The Ren and Stimpy Show, and other SpongeBob spin-offs, this is another SpongeBob spin-off. Just like what SpongeBob and Blue's Clues Rules Day 2001 said. So, that's all I can say, a SpongeBob spin-off. Next up, we got Adventure Time. Okay, many of you like it, but I don't. The show sucks. The end. Next up, we got Generator Rex. Now, I haven't really seen much of the show, but it's actually, I'm not really going to say anything because I don't like it. Next up, we got another one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows, Regular Show. Do I need to say much about this show? This show is freaking awesome. The animation's awesome, the characters are great. Especially Muscle Man. You know who else loves the characters? My mom! Yeah. So, great show. Freaking love it. Next up, we got a show called Symbiotic Titan, which they left too early because of another show we're gonna get to in a bit. But this show I haven't really seen much. Do Not 1999 likes it, but to me, it's kind of fine, I guess. That's all I can say. Next up, we got a new show, Victor and Valentino. Now, any new show, aside from a show we're going to get to in a bit, that airs on Cartoon Network, I actually don't mind. I don't really like them that much, but anything that's not named that other show, yeah, something I would say about this. It's not really so bad or good. I don't know what to give it. Anyways, moving on, we got Robotomy. Now, Nick Network actually hates this show now, and I don't blame him. This show sucks. Next up, we got The Problem Solvers. What was that? Anyways, I agree with Matthew Davis. Like, oh my gosh, the colors are all over the place, but the only two episodes I've seen from the show are Time Twister and Video Games. But that's it. I haven't seen any more episodes, and oh my gosh. No, I'm not going to say anything else. This show's awful. Next up, we got Secret Mountain Fort Awesome, which is a spin-off of a show we're going to get to in a bit. But this show I haven't seen much, so I can't really say much about it. Next up, we got Uncle Grandpa, which, fun fact, this guy had a crossover with someone, so we're going to get to that in a bit. But for now, what more can I say? Uncle Grandpa is just bad. The only character I like from this show is Mr. Gus, but that's it. As much as I hate this show, it is better than Teen Titans Go in my opinion, so there you go. Next up, we got a show that's actually had a short run on Cartoon Network and only shown on its network for shorts, Mixels. Now, my brother actually likes Mixels, but for me, I don't really like it all that much, so there you go. Next up, we got Clarence. What more can I say about the show? I like how Tom Kenny's voicing Sumo, but that's pretty much the only thing I like about it. So, I'm not a huge fan of Clarence. I wish Cartoon Network would bring it back for reruns, but they don't care for good shows anymore. Sad, isn't it? Sad, isn't it? Next up, we got Mighty Magiswords. Mighty Magiswords. Some people actually like this show, including that guy I keep mentioning. But this show, I don't really blame them. This show's kind of cool. Alright, that's all I can say. Okay, moving on to some frickin' live-action crud. First, we're starting off with Out of Jimmy's Head. Now, the guy I keep mentioning, he said that Out of Jimmy's Head was horrible, and he was glad it lasted for one season. Just like Fried Dynamite, seriously. That show was horrible, and this one too. So both those shows suck. Bobby Says, which as he says was a ripoff of America's Funniest Home Videos. This show, yeah, is just a ripoff of that. I don't really care about it. Next up we got Level Up! Level Up! This show's horrible. Nothing else I can say. And you know, yeah. That's the show we're gonna get to next, but this show is just bad. You know what's bad? Incredible Crew. Incredible Crew is horrible, like really. Back when I was a kid, I was like, oh my god, what a show! This show's awesome! This show's better than Blue! No. This show sucks! Ever since I've been seeing Do Not's rant on it, I changed my opinion and this show sucks, alright? But he did like a segment where a girl was covered up in $1 million, so yeah. Next up we got OK KO, Let's Be Heroes. What more can I say? This show sucks. I'm sorry. This is my opinion. Don't be disrespecting my opinion or else I'll hurt you. Anyways, we got Robot Boy. Robot Boy? Really? This show sucks. I'm so sorry. You're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Graham hasn't seen any of these shows. What a stupid idiot he is. I have seen these shows, and I'm explaining them to you right now. I freaking hate this show. The end. Oops, I mistakenly skipped a line. Let's just continue from here. Next up, we got the Cramp Twins. Yeah, this show makes me cramp and cringe because I hate it. What more can I say? The characters look ugly, the theme song's stupid, and the episode titles and, you know, the plots, they're just so ridiculous. You know what I mean? Next we got Almost Naked Animals. I mean naked as a drink, okay, YouTube? Please. But anyways, this show's horrible. This show's made by the same creators who did Fish Hooks and Pickle and Peanut, which I hate both of those shows in my opinion. But this show also sucks, I'm sorry. This guy makes terrible shows. Next up, we got Dude, What Will Happen? What more can I say? This show's like Jack Butt all over again. This show sucks. Next up, we got Destroy! Build! Destroy! Which I've seen the mad parody with But the Builder. And this show is just bad. They just destroy stuff and build stuff and destroy stuff. What's the freaking point? Next up we got Tower Prep, which I actually seen Do Not's opinion on it, and you know what he said? He said it reminded him of a freaking building company. That is funny. I agree with you, Do Not. You deserve a pat on the back, man. Anyways, yeah, this show sucks. Next up we got Mr. Hey Apple, knife. Yeah, that's right, the annoying orange. Yeah, this guy's so annoying that he doesn't even deserve a show. This show sucks. If Fred didn't deserve his own TV show, you know the annoying orange didn't deserve his TV show. This show's horrible. Even worse than... No, Fred's show's even worse. Next up we got 3 Scooby Doo shows. First off we got Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Need some help from you now. The show's classic, but it's not as good as What's in Scooby Doo? We're coming after you. We gotta solve a mystery. I see you, Scooby Doo. We're coming after you. What's in Scooby Doo? The theme song is awesome. Freaking love it. So I like What's New Scooby Doo. It's cool. Even though I'm not really a Scooby Doo fan nowadays, it's a cool show. I'll give it credit. Next up we got the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo. Now I've seen this show when I was a little kid and it didn't have the original team. I was always confused why Fred and Velma wasn't in the show, but you had this kid named Flim Flam, I think that's what his name is. And of course, Scrappy was in the show. Blech. But this show's fine, alright. Next we got... Oops. I made a horrible mistake, guys. I'm so